So good? Yeah, about there is good. Right, it's the final stretch, and yeah, I've just got this water stain and with some decking oil. I just do that. I think it makes the wood look like a nice hardwood, which just looks a little bit more expensive, or just looks nicer, I think. So I'll stain that, and I've just got this rock wall to finish. I've got a few rocks, different rocks that I've put out here, just a few options. I sort of found one main one over here, which is, sort of forms the main center point, and then I think I'll just use the smaller ones around. I will screw in, I'll screw some 100mm screws into the wall as well, so that the mortar sets onto the screw, so almost like joining the rock wall into the timber, so that if there's any movement, they won't really separate. So there won't be any sort of cracks. Hopefully that's the idea. And I'm not going to do that full wall at the back quite yet, because I haven't decided if I really want to push the wall right to the fence, because I do want to leave space to plant plants to cover the fence. Well, there are plants already there, but so once that's done, that will be it for now. And yeah, let's do this. I'm just building it up on the inside for now, because that piece has got to come in. Yeah, I do want a little bit of support before I get to putting that one down. So I'm just going to use a few scrappy pieces here. It's probably good. This is not exactly my strength. You can see I don't have a lot of finesse about how I do this, but I've done it before and I've done an okay job, so I'm just gonna keep going. Do the best I can. Why it's DIY Rob, not bricklayer Rob. This guy's okay. The pain is that these rocks are all rounded and don't have nice square edges, which is sort of makes balancing them really challenging. Holding them together is a real intense jigsaw puzzle. A few smaller pieces here. So you can see over there, I've just got those two screws in. The mortar will go over them, and hopefully that sort of anchors this wall into this one a bit better. All right. These are all rocks from the garden, so they're a very inexpensive way to build. It's very time consuming, so you can see how long it's taken me to do this small section. You can just imagine the whole wall would have taken me. Let's put it this way, my wife was not very happy. Alright, so I think that's okay. The mistake I did last time, I know, is that I didn't clean the wall off properly. So I've got a sponge this time, a proper Tyler sponge, and or a cheap one at least. And yeah, so I'll just give it a clean. Have a look. So it's the top of the wall. It looks a bit fatter than it is. It's just a bit heavy at the bottom. So obviously the wall then goes up to there and then blends in. And this is why I sort of come back to why I felt like this was a better way to cut that angle there. I think it just makes for a better, you know, sort of complements the entry of the wall into this one. So let me get that sponge and we'll give it a clean and see what it looks like. So I think the procedure is you're supposed to wait until the mortar dries to a certain point and then you clean it off. Otherwise the moisture in your sponge just wets the mortar, which is what you don't want. So I'm just taking off the worst for now, and then after I've let it dry for a while and it's hardened up a little bit, I'll come back and clean off the rest. Yep, yeah. Right, so side is a little bit unstable there. Just having a few issues, so I just shoved in a new little piece here, which is probably good anyways, because it won't be a massive blob of concrete over there. Just sitting a little bit proud over here, but that's just because I just wanted a little bit more support for these pieces. You won't really see it with the mulch. And yeah, so I think the mortar's probably going to take about an hour to dry before I can clean it off properly. Yeah, so you can sit in, it's one of those things where you can sit in until the cows come home, cleaning and making it all perfect. So I might stop there and then we'll start decking or oiling, staining the timber. Just using an aqua deck. It's water-based decking. Well, not more water-based, but it lasts for 12 months on a deck. So it should last for quite a long time. I'll do 3 coats. Okay, it's nice and thick and dark. It should be looking gravy, mate. Alright. Right, so it's been about 4 hours since I cemented this, and as you can see, the cement's nice and hard. Not too hard, but enough for me to be able to now clean this without having to compromise the integrity of the cement. And yeah, so I'll get started on that. Okay, so it's a few days later, and I finished up the wall, at least for now, and so later I'll come back and just clean off the rest of the cement and paint the whole wall again with a wet look, which just sort of makes the color on the stones pop. And so it's just, yeah, I'm not too happy. It's a little thick in places, you know, the grouting between the stones, which is really hard trying to get these rounded boulders to lie and without falling apart. Yeah, so I'll just show you over here, so you can just see that just sort of came back to diagonal cut, sort of complements that run on the wall. And you can see there's a little bit of a crack in here. I think that's just the cement sort of shrinking maybe. Like I said, I have put screws in to help hopefully connect the wall and the stone and the timber wall together. And yeah, so you can see this is now 3 layers or 3 coats of the decking wall, and you can see just from the difference that makes, it just makes it look a whole heap better. And so if you're ever building with any of the pine, you know, it's worthwhile giving it a bit of a stain. Alright, so that marks the end of the series, and so I've enjoyed building that wall. It's been very uncomfortable filming something for the first time. This is my first time filming myself on the camera. It's rather uncomfortable in the beginning, but it gets a little bit easier. So if you're keen to jump on the YouTube wagon, well, it's not as difficult as you think, but you do feel a little bit cheesy along the way. So yeah, that's the end of the series, and I'm going to do a few finishing touches at a later stage. It's just really hard time, so I'm not going to drag out the series any longer. And hopefully you enjoy the before and the afters, and hopefully we see you guys for a new project in the near future. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.